guys, what's up? It's Rachel back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a huge makeup haul. So I feel like I haven't filmed a video here in a bit, but I have been purchasing a lot of makeup, and here recently I actually went through all of my drawers and went through and just got rid of some makeup I just really don't like the quality of. So I've been trying to get rid of it, but I've got it all out of these drawers and my drawers just look so much better. But other than that, I don't really have any updates in this video. Again, I feel like I haven't filmed a video here in a bit, so sorry in advance. I take these spells where I'm all about filming videos and then I just stop and then I start it up again. But one thing that hasn't changed, I still have been purchasing makeup. So I thought I'd get on here and show you guys what I have purchased here lately. Some of this is a little bit older, some of this is newer, and some of it is kind of new-ish. So we'll just go ahead and get started. You all know what to do if you like my channel. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So the first palette that I have here to talk about, I purchased from Sephora, and this is the Holiday Edition palette from Pat McGrath, and this is what it looks like. The packaging is absolutely stunning. This palette retails for $78, and I think this is the cheapest palette that she has come out with. Usually her bigger palettes retail for like $129, but she made a cheaper version. The same quality, just less product. Again, this is what the packaging looks like. One of my shades come broken in this palette, but it was really easy for me to just press it back. I'm trying not to blind you guys, but this is what the palette looks like. This is absolutely stunning, and I have been messing around and swatching some of these shades. I'm hooked on Pat McGrath shadows after trying this palette out. I'm telling you guys that the pigmentation and just the quality of these shadows is insane, and I feel like I prefer Pat McGrath over Natasha Denona, which is saying a lot. I hope you can see on camera, there's just sparkles in these shades that I'm just telling you, like you can see on this one. It kind of like changes color. A lot of these do actually. In this palette, it doesn't have her special shades that a lot of people talk about, but the metallics in here, the mattes in here, I'm super impressed, and I just absolutely love it. I'm so glad I decided to pick this one up, because at first I wasn't going to pick this one up, but I was on the Sephora page. I looked at like the models they had used, and I saw a look that they done on one of the models, and it was absolutely stunning. So I knew after seeing that I had to get this palette. And again, I'm just telling you guys, I can't quit showing it because it's like, it's so pretty. Like, I highly recommend this palette. Definitely grab this palette, especially if you've never tried Pat McGrath shadows. I'm telling you guys, I'm hooked after this palette. I highly recommend it. I know that $78 is still a high price tag, but it is a lot cheaper than her other palettes, and this is a good way to test out her formula. Now, I will say this, again, it doesn't have her special shades in it that a lot of people really talk about and Pat McGrath is really known for, but this is just a really good reflection of her brand in general, like what you're going to get. The quality is insane. One of my top favorite formulas, so again, can't say enough good things about this. I highly recommend it. The next palette I have here is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is actually my first Charlotte Tilbury palette ever. I don't own a lot from her, so this is what it looks like. This is called the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize. I know there's another name on it. What is it called? Pretty much what it is, this is her holiday palette for this year. So this is what the packaging looks like. I just took it out of the box, by the way. This is the box, and here is the packaging. Now, I have seen these palettes released in the past, and I will say, I thought it would be more heavier than this. Like, it looks really pretty, don't get me wrong. I think it's gorgeous. I thought it would feel more luxe feeling. When you open it up, this is what you have going on. So you can open the mirror all the way back, or you can keep it up like this, like you have full control of the mirror. I know a lot of people like to know that. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I hope my lights aren't blinding it out for you guys so you can see, but I think the shades in here are really pretty, and I'm just really excited to try this formula. I haven't tried Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, so this was my first palette. The packaging was really speaking to me, I'm not gonna lie, and I hope you guys can see a true representation of these shadows. Like, these are stunning, these right here. But anyways, really, really pretty. Again, really excited to try her formula out. A lot of people talk about Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows, so I'm excited to see if they are worth the hype. And again, this is her holiday palette for this year. Moving on, I'm going to get into some ColourPop palettes that I have picked up, and the first one I definitely have to mention is one that I'm really excited about. It's just so cute. This is the Hocus Pocus Gather Round Sisters eyeshadow palette. So when I say that this was hard to get my hands on, but it was really easy for me, but it was hard at the same time. So I was on the website when ColourPop was initially first going to release this, and they had such a hard time that they had to do it the next day. And I got on there the next day when it's supposed to release, and I was on there like 3 minutes earlier than the time that they said it was going to release, and I ended up seeing that they were already putting it up. The only thing that really stood out to me was, like, obviously, if I can't get anything, I wanted to buy the whole collection, but if I had to only get one thing, what would it be? And then obviously for me, it's the eyeshadow palette. So if you've been here on my channel for a while, then you know that eyeshadow palettes are kind of like my thing. I just collect them. I really like to test them out. I love them. And even though I did declutter a lot of eyeshadow palettes, I feel like they were more so ones that I just don't grab for and stuff. I really do collect eyeshadow palettes for the most part. And when it comes to Disney collabs, like from Urban Decay or various other brands, I always collect them. Like, I can't get rid of them. I love Hocus Pocus. I thought this was a really fun launch, especially for Halloween, so I had to get it. So I was on there 3 minutes earlier, and I was able to get my hands on it. This is what the packaging looks like. This is the box. I haven't used this yet because I wanted to show it on camera before I used it, but this is what we have going on. So this is the palette. Absolutely stunning. And then you can tell, like, this looks like pages of a book. When you open it up, this is what you have going on. It's super cute. The artwork, whoever, I know it's a guy, I think it's a guy, but whoever does the artwork on these Disney collab palettes with ColourPop, absolutely stunning. It's just amazing. I think these are really pretty collectible pieces. This is the artwork when you open up the palette, and here is the shades that you have going on. I feel like the shades in here they picked are absolutely perfect. I think it really does fit the theme really well. Like, I look at this and I can see, yeah, this is Hocus Pocus. I like the greens and the purples and the reds. I think they did an amazing job picking out the shades for this. I think it looks like Hocus Pocus. It reminds me of Hocus Pocus. So really, really pretty. Really excited to play with this. And again, that artwork. ColourPop is just that brand. If you want cute packaging and you want good quality eyeshadow palettes or just products in general, ColourPop is just the place to go. I'm telling you guys. With that being said, I actually own all of the other Disney collabs. Like, I own the Frozen, like the whole sets. I got the box sets. I got Anna's and Elsa's, and then I also have the It's a Princess Thing palette. And then I had to go ahead and finish up my collection with the palettes for Disney. So I wanted to go ahead and grab the Mulan palette. This is the packaging. This is in the box. When Hocus Pocus came out, that Disney collab, I was like, I need to just go ahead and pick up the other palettes that I'm missing, because I feel like these are going to be hard to get a hold of eventually. So I feel like I just need to go ahead and get them and just complete my collection. I'm one of those people, when I really like something, I want to complete the whole collection. So this is the Disney Mulan palette with ColourPop, and this is what the inside looks like. This color story is absolutely stunning. I feel like this is something that I'm really going to enjoy, and I'm really going to get a ton of use out of this. Really, really pretty. A lot of different formulas in here. I'm really excited to play with this. Again, I haven't played with this because I've been holding off to film this video. I was really excited to play with this. And then the only other Disney and ColourPop palette that I was missing was this is the Midnight Masquerade palette. So this is one that was actually hard to get a hold of. It would come in stock and out of stock, and I was like, just go ahead and get all the ones you're missing, because you're going to regret it if you don't. This is what the box looks like. This is an older release. It's a Princess Thing come out, and then I'm pretty sure the Misunderstood, or maybe it was this one, I can't remember, but I also have the Misunderstood. It's like the Villains palette with Disney. I just love the Disney collabs with ColourPop. I'm telling you, they are some of my favorites, quality and all. But this is what the palette looks like when you take it out of the packaging. Midnight Masquerade palette. And then when you open it up, I'll go ahead and take this little thing off. I don't keep those. This is what the palette looks like. So this is the shades. It's going to blind you guys because of the gold. You're not going to, there, you can see it really well there. This is a true representation of the shades. They're showing true to color. Really, really pretty. Again, this is an older Disney palette, but I just never picked it up, and I regretted it. I remember when this palette was released in Ulta, and I just walked right by it, and I was like, nah, I don't really need it. But yeah, I'm just one of those people. I just love all the Disney collabs, like the artwork and the colors, and I think it's just really fun. I'm a big Disney person, so this is what the artwork looks like in this one. Really, really pretty. Really excited to have this. Again, I haven't played with it because I've just been waiting to film this video, but I'm so excited that I'm so happy that I was able to get a hold of all the Disney palettes with ColourPop. They're just so gorgeous. It's so fun, especially, like I say this to my husband, I just feel like a big kid. I just love Disney. The next palette palette that I have here to talk about is actually one I debated on whether or not to pick it up. But when I was so frustrated over the ColourPop release, I was like, alright, I'm just going to go ahead and get this palette as well. In case I couldn't get the ColourPop one, I'd have this one to play with. This is the Nikkie Tutorials palette with Beauty Bay. So this is the box that it comes with. I'll show you on the inside, but I know a lot of people, especially if you're watching my video, you have definitely probably already seen this palette. This is like her temple. So this is the key. This is like to unlock her temple. I'm getting ready to open it up so you'll understand, but I will keep the box. I like to keep the boxes of collab palettes. I don't know why, like with YouTubers and like celebrities and stuff like that, but this is the palette. So this is what it looks like. It's really, really pretty. This is the temple. This is like her home. I love the idea behind it. I think it's really pretty. She was talking about this is her dark side and this is like obviously her bright side, but really, really cute packaging. I think it's really different and unique, and I do like the size of it. I think it's like not too big, but it's not too small. And the flaps kind of come off like this. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So this is the dark side. I did watch her video on this palette, and I like to know why she named the shades what she named them. If you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend checking that out. I find it very interesting. And then this is the bright side. So I'm going to try not to blind you guys. It's really hard for me to hold up, but I haven't used this yet either. Again, I've just been holding off to film this video, but absolutely stunning. I have heard mixed reviews on this palette. Most people overall really do enjoy this palette. For the negative reviews that I've seen, I have heard that the mattes in here are very hard to work with. They're very hard to blend, but I've heard that the shimmers are absolutely blinding and they're stunning. So I'm really excited to play with these. A lot of these like shades in here, the mattes are pressed pigment, so they will be a little bit trickier to work with, but I think it looks absolutely stunning. I'm trying to give you guys like, look at those metallic shades, look at those shimmers. Absolutely stunning. So it comes with this little like note, and it comes with this, and it tells you like, it shows you the shade name, and it'll have like a little brush or a finger, and it lets you know like how it's best to apply each shade, like with a finger or a brush. So I find that very handy, which I kind of can tell. But also with that, I got one of the pop sockets. So I thought this was like, with the first people that bought it, I was round 2. Like I bought it at her second launch, which was supposed to be her last launch, I think, of this palette. And I got the bright pop socket. So this is what it is. It says Nikkie on it, and it has the B for Beauty Bay. And again, I did get the bright version, but it is a pop socket, and I will put this on my phone. Really, really cute. The next palette I have here to talk about is actually one that I have used, and I have mixed feelings on it. This is the Urban Decay Stone palette. So I put it back in the box just so you guys could see. I tried to do that with most of them anyway. I have used this palette, and we will get into it right now. So this is the packaging. I think the packaging is really different, and it does definitely look like Urban Decay. And then when you open it up, I'm going to take the brush out of the middle of it so it doesn't fall, but this is the brush that you get. I haven't used it. And this is what these shades look like on the inside. So you have these shades right here that are supposed to be matte, but they are more so of a satin finish. And they're a little bit trickier to blend because they're not a true matte, I feel like, in my opinion. And something else I will say about these is I don't know why they put the mattes in there in the first place. I'd rather them just took the 4 mattes out and made 4 more shades of these other shades of their finish. Like, I don't think there needs to be mattes in here at all, because the mattes don't really pair well with this other type of formula that they have. It doesn't pair well with them. I think they need different mattes. Like, it doesn't match well. I don't know what to call this formula because it's really creamy. It feels almost like wet almost. This is a really different formula for Urban Decay. And for the most part, I do like them, but there's some shades that I feel are more so toppers. They don't have a lot of pigment to them. What I would do with them is, after I apply my shadow, if I want just a little extra sparkle, I would go in with these and just tap them on with my finger. These don't apply well with a brush. This formula doesn't. But now the mattes in here, they're not really mattes. They're like a satin. They're really tricky to work with. So I feel like 50-50 on this palette. Some of these shades are absolutely stunning. This shade right here, this blue-brown shade, is absolutely stunning. But now some of them just don't have a lot of pigment to it. I don't feel like this palette was worth the money that I spent on it. It was like $50 some. I feel like 30-40 range. Like, I feel like this is just too expensive for what it is. This formula is just really iffy for me. Like, I don't want topper shades. Like, I want shades that have true pigment. Like this blue brown shade right here is absolutely stunning. It's really opaque, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't want topper shades. I feel like it's way too expensive for topper shades and for satin shades that are so hard to work with. So again, I would have took the 4 satins out and made 4 more shades of that finish, of that metallic, like wet finish. But that's just my opinion on it. It is pretty, but I would definitely not go out and get this. I would wait for this palette to go on sale if you are interested in it, and I feel like this is a palette that will eventually come to like a TJ Maxx or Marshalls. The next palette that I have here to talk about is from Too Faced, and this is the Pumpkin Spice palette. So this is not new, but it's not old whatsoever. This is like a fall release or like a part of their Christmas launch, I would say. I love these palettes. Is this necessary? No, but I have all the other ones, and I just really get excited for these 10 packaging palettes, especially when they're like fall and Christmas related. It's some of their best. The 10 palettes from Too Faced are where it's at when it comes to their formula. So when you open it up, this is what you have going on. It's really pretty. I feel like it looks similar to the Gingerbread Spice palette, but I feel like overall I prefer this one over both of them. I don't know what it is. I think just has more of like a, what's the word? It has more of like a oomph to it, I guess. Really, really pretty. I love the shades in here. I think everything just looks really pretty. I don't think it looks like pumpkin spice. I feel like these orangey shades are pretty, and that reminds me of like a pumpkin, but I don't feel like it's pumpkin spice, but I think it's really pretty. I never have a problem with this formula from Too Faced, so if this is something that is calling to you, I don't think you'd be disappointed with this palette. Again, it's that same formula from Too Faced that they're known for. I understand if you feel like you have shades like this in your collection. I don't feel like it's a must-have. For me, I'm just one of those collectors. I always get these 10 palettes from Too Faced, and again, the quality on these palettes from Too Faced are always amazing, so I don't feel like you'd be disappointed. I think it's a really cute palette. The next things I picked up are from Ulta. This is going to show you how long it's been, but this is when the 21 Days of Ulta Beauty sale was on. I picked up 2 MAC lip liners because they were on sale for like $8-9, I can't remember. I picked up the shades Soar and Whirl. So these are really pretty like nudie shades. These are really popular cult classic shades for MAC, and that's why I grabbed them. But I'm pretty positive that these were the only 2 shades out of the whole line that was on sale. Again, Whirl and Soar. These are the 2, like, these are really popular. So I thought I'd just go ahead and grab them. I can understand why these were on sale because not many people is wearing a whole lot of lip products at the moment because everybody's wearing masks, so it's really difficult. But it was such a good deal on these that I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and get them because I have never tried these shades before from MAC, and I know a lot of people rave about them, so I thought now would be a good time to get them. So again, if you guys are curious, it's in the shade Whirl and Soar. And the next thing that I picked up is from Sephora, and this is the Rare Beauty. It's the Best of Rare Beauty set. So what it says is Lip and Cheek 2-piece mini duo. So it comes with one of her little tinted lip balms that is supposed to be really hydrating, and it has pigment to it, and it also comes with one of her liquid blushes. So this is what the little set looks like. It's really cute. This was a good deal. I think it was like 15 bucks, so you get to try it out. This is what the little balm looks like, and this is in the shade called Thankful, and it's supposed to be tinted. It's supposed to be pretty opaque. Oh my god, it feels so good. This is going to be really fun to just throw on and throw in my purse. So this is what it looks like. I swatched it so weird. It's really like pigmented. I really like the color. The color's not showing true on my phone, but really, really pretty. So I'm really excited to use this. This is really hydrating, and it feels really comfortable, and it has a lot of pigment to it, so I'm excited to try this one out. And then it also comes with the little mini liquid blush in the shade called Bliss. So I'm really excited to try this out. Again, it's a liquid blush. I'm going to open it up for you guys. I hope it's not messy. No, it's not messy at all. This is what it looks like. And let's do a little... That's a beautiful shade. I'm really excited to use this. It's like a pinky, like peach color. I think it leans more on the pink side. Really, really pretty. So this is what it looks like blended. And you can tell like it's not like a lip product. Like it dried down to like a matte. It feels really interesting. I've never felt anything like it. It definitely did dry down to a matte. So really, really pretty. Really excited to try this out. And again, I just thought this was a good way to test out the formula without having to spend so much money. This was a cute little set. And again, if you guys are curious, I picked this up from Sephora and it was 15 bucks. This makes me actually want to put it on right now. It's so pretty. I love the way this feels. I think it's going to glide on so smooth. The last little thing that I wanted to show you guys was just a little set. I spent a certain amount of money on makeup at Ulta, and they sent me this little set because I spent a certain amount, but it was called the Best from Too Faced, or the Best of Too Faced, and it comes with a little bronzer. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, medium deep, and this is what the little compact looks like. This is what the little bronzer looks like. Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. I think I have used this before in the past. And then it also gives a little Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which I have so many of these. This is like my go-to mascara. I love the way it makes my lashes look. It really just makes them look fluffy and full. So this is definitely one of my favorites. I normally do reach for this pretty much all the time. But other than that, I think that's it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. That is all the makeup that I have purchased here lately. I know it's a lot, but it's been collective. Like, it's not being all at once. And I know that the Sephora, I don't know when this video will be up for you guys, but I know that the Sephora VIB sale is coming up really soon. I'm really excited to go ahead and get some things on a discount, but other than that, I don't think I have any updates for you guys, except thank you guys so much for being here and liking and commenting. Don't think that you go unnoticed, because I truly see you, and I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. But before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell below so you're notified every time I upload a video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.